Thanks for staying with us. With mortgage rates low, it is a good time to buy a house. But once you find the perfect place to live, how should you go about negotiating a good price? Paul Purcell is here from the real estate advocate company, Braddock and Purcell, with some advice. Okay, make us smarter, make us richer. Come on, help us out. You have a bunch of different tips. The first one you say is apply for your financial passport. What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is that if you don't have any idea what you can spend, you're not going to know what you're looking at. You don't know the price point that you should be looking at. And especially in a frenzied market that we're in today, if you don't have everything in order, pre-qualified for a mortgage, understand what your budget is, all of those financial elements, you're not going to be a very viable, or you're not going to be taken seriously as a buyer when you begin to negotiate.
And if you find the dream place, you can't pounce.
You've got to be able to pull the trigger, immediately when you find it. Exactly.
Okay. Does that mean you have to have a letter already, or you just have to know what your parameters are?
I think you should have a pre-qualification letter from a mortgage broker. There's no fee associated with that. There's no obligation. Get one, carry it around with you, be ready to go.
Shows that you're serious.
Exactly.
The next one, become an expert. What do you mean by that?
By that I mean, again, in a very frenzied market, or in any market for that matter, you should know almost more than your real estate agent. You should educate yourself. Because again, if you don't have a sense of relative pricing, what did the property or the home or the apartment sell for next door, up above, across the street, if you don't educate yourself to the marketplace and work with someone who's an expert, work with a terrific real estate broker who knows community, who knows pricing, market conditions, then again, you're not educated. You can't pull the trigger when the time comes. What's
a good way to do that? Just look around that area and talk to people?
I think it goes back to working with the right agent, someone who really is in the neighborhood. If it's in Maplewood, New Jersey, for instance, they know everything there is to know about the homes in Maplewood in your price point.
Ask for comps?
Ask for them.
Comparative places that maybe went for the same.
You have a right to know as much information. Interview brokers.
What are houses going for? Right.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. No harm by foul, you say. What does that mean?
No harm, no foul.
No harm, no foul. No harm, no foul.
What that means is this is a business proposition. This isn't personal. The seller should never be allowed to hate you as the buyer. The buyer should never be allowed to hate the seller.
Right.
Everybody has the right to get what they want, and a seller has the right to get the highest purchase price. The buyer has the right to pay the lowest price. So if you enter into a real estate transaction and a negotiation with that attitude, nobody gets mad at anybody.
Right. It's about the numbers.
Exactly.
It's not personal.
Not personality.
Keep your mouth shut is another one. So what would you say about that? Don't volunteer your private thoughts?
You got it. You should tell your real estate agent everything they need to know to find the property. Once negotiation begins, I don't care how honorable, how ethical someone is. Real estate agents, quite frankly, I'm in the real estate field.
I was going to say.
We're incentivized when the transaction happens. So if you're incentivized, or rather, we're compensated when the transaction happens. So if that's my incentive, and if I have too much information, it's hard for me to keep that inside. So play your cards close to your vest.
Okay. And last one, don't be so smart that you're stupid. What does that mean?
That means that some people have to win at all costs. And a good negotiation is where everybody loses a little bit and feels a little pinched. And the person who thinks they're so smart and has to have everything, they'll probably be living in Central Park instead of a home.
There you go. Good advice. Thank you so much.
Pleasure to be here.
Don't talk to your agent. From an agent. Thank you. When we come back, Marvell Scott has all your sports action. Manhattan's dance card gets turned in at the end.